nuts!
Gaming has always had a fascination within pop culture and the world at large. From arcades with all your classics like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and Street Fighter, to home consoles like the Nintendo Entertainment System or the Atari. Video games, since their debut on the global stage, have captivated and innovated with each and every game release and each and every era. This is true especially for The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. What a game it is. Some people would regard The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time as one of the best video games of all time, and from a personal standpoint, it's for good reason. From the at the time revolutionary mechanics of Z-targeting, which allowed players to lock onto enemies, a day and night system, and being the first Zelda game to be produced in 3D instead of the top-down 2D, served as key ingredients for Zelda games and other 3D genre adventure RPG games for the foreseeable future. There was something about this game that enthralled little 3 or 4-year-old me. Maybe it was Link wearing all green and standing out so much compared to other characters in the game, or maybe it was vibrant rupees and items Link would hold sky high, showing them off as they slowly spun around and hovered in his hands. For example, I don't know if I was the only kid who did this, but as a small kid, I would boot up a new save and find myself just wandering around Kokiri Forest without a care in the world. And at the time, like I said, that's all I cared for. Just exploring the small little community of elves with fairies and swimming around in the water outside of Kokiri Forest Shop. Eventually though, I would end up finding the crawl space, getting hit by that damn boulder one too many times, and finally making my way to the chest where I would get the Kokiri sword and stare at it in awe as it hovered in the air and had that distinct Zelda 64 shine to it. Now, of course, being a kid, my older brother played the absolute hell out of the game, and I would watch him run around Hyrule doing things I had never seen in the game. I believe he did beat the game, but I was a bit of a menace as a kid, and I had apparently deleted my brother's save file and started a new one. And yeah, I know there's 3 other save files, but again, I was a toddler. Basically, I had no clue what I was doing. Believe me when I say, it did not go over well when he found out. These core memories that I have though are what kept Ocarina of Time with me even to this day. And because of Ocarina of Time, it introduced me to other Zelda games that existed, such as Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. Had my brother not played Ocarina of Time, or matter of fact, had my family not gotten an N64, I may never have been introduced to one of the greatest video game franchises of all time. Or at least, not as early on as I was introduced to it. With all that reminiscing aside, let's jump into the real meat of the video. Kokiri Forest, for a lack of a better terms, is the tutorial area. Yeah, sure, it has NPCs with their witty dialogue or straight up disrespect towards Link, mocking him for never having a fairy and whatnot, but the forest pretty much primes you for what's to come later on in the game. It introduces you to Z-targeting, which, like I said, was the groundbreaking mechanic of the game. Upon further research though, Ocarina of Time was not the first game to have Z-targeting. It was actually Mega Man Legends, and even possibly some flight simulator games, although I'm not too sure on that. However, the mechanic and the term Z-target was popularized by Ocarina of Time. Anyways, an NPC sitting above the little awning of the shop has you Z-target her and talk with her. And to go off on a tangent, Z-targeting became such a staple in the 3D Zelda games, and for good reason. Z-targeting would be seen inspiring other 3D adventure RPGs as well, such as Square Enix and Disney's Kingdom Hearts, where players can lock onto enemies and objects.
Come on, this is it!
I won't get into the story of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for those who haven't played or seen it themselves, but the magic that encapsulates this game is astounding, especially for the time that it came out. From the beautiful open area of Hyrule Field, the reddish-orange hues of Gerudo Valley, and the gorgeous aqua blues of Zora's Domain, I can only imagine being a kid when the game first came out and grabbing the Master Sword as Kid Link to be transported to the deep azure blue falling pools of the Sacred Realm, becoming adult Link, and experiencing the game in a whole other way that makes it seem like you're playing a whole new game again. And man, don't even get me started on the music. Nintendo knows how to cook in the studio when it comes to music for Zelda games and all their other games. Some of their earliest renditions of Zelda games had items, when used, would have a musical sound effect, and that evolved into actually getting physical items like the Ocarina of Time or the Grass Whistle, which actually allowed you to play music and had mechanics in the game. Without the beautiful charm of music in Zelda games, there wouldn't be orchestras that would happen every anniversary that they had, like the 25th anniversary when Skyward Sword came out, along with the Ocarina of Time remake on the 3DS. They held an orchestra playing some of your favorite tracks from all of the series, and they've done it for the 30th as well, I believe. Zelda's music is so influential to the world, it's undeniable. It's had so many references in different games and media that Zelda has left its mark on the world, specifically Ocarina of Time being one of the best Zelda games of all time. Anyways, this was just a quick video explaining to you guys, in my opinion, why I believe Ocarina of Time is important. If there was anything I missed as to why you think Ocarina of Time is important, or if you don't think Ocarina of Time is important, let me know in the comments below. Quick little shout out as well, go follow my friend Max's Laughs. He's making similar video essay content, and it's very enjoyable and very funny as well. I've also been streaming over on Twitch. You should go give me a follow, and if you want, subscribe. We have some fun times on there with some friends. It's pretty good. That's it from me though. Remember, support physical media, be kind to one another. I love you all, and I'll see you in the Vale.